Hello, my name is Akpan Emmanuel, co-founder AI Teacher. So I'll take you through quickly the new things that we've added to AI Teacher. First, let's see what we've added for students. Once you click on My Tools and you toggle this button, you will be able to see all of the tools that we have implemented, added for students. These tools have been added to support students on their learning journey. So as a teacher, you have access to share these tools with your students. So let's see how it works basically. So here is the front end where teachers can basically test each of the tools. For example, as a teacher, I want to test out how this tool works. I click on it, it opens. So you can basically add an equation there and then choose the grade of the students that want to try this out. Let's say this is for grade 8, for example, and then preferred details if you have any, and then areas of focus if you really have one, then you go ahead to generate. So what's going to do is it's going to show you the interface of how the students would be able to see this. And then what usually happens is that the student can go back and forth, understanding the concepts. It's going to take them step by step, showing them step by step solutions, right? And then they can learn any kind of equation, from just this interface, right? So, and you can see step by step explaining what it's doing. Now, this is doing this for each student, right? So, and the student can go back and forth asking questions about the equation, click, and then the equation solver keeps supporting them on their journey to understand this particular equation. They can also ask questions on any other equation. Now, this is just the teacher's front end where you can see what the student would, be able to do with this particular tool. So let's quickly get back. Now that's for the student tools. So I will show us how we can basically, give our students or give access to share these tools with our students for them to use. So let's look at our classroom functionality that we just added. So I click on the classroom. Now the whole concept around this is that for teachers that basically teach in the classroom, if for any reason you feel that maybe your students you want them to have added knowledge, what you've taught them in the class, probably you're not so sure that they understand the topic or the concept, or you want to have an idea of how they understand the topic that you've taught. I want to see those of them that really get, understand the topic. You also want to give them the leverage to learn more when they get home, right? You've taught them a topic, and then you want them when they get home, you want them to continue, studying from where you stopped. We also want to support every student so that they can get personalized learning. Since you have up to 50 or 100 students or 25 students in your class, and then you are not able to design the learning for each of them based on, their learning needs, right? So this AI is there to, this classroom functionality is there to support you so that you can personalize learning to each of the students, right? So let's look at how it works. So clicking on launch new classroom, I would give that classroom a name. So I could call this, let's say the classroom is for parts of the body, right? Of the body. So I'm teaching biology, part of the body, right? And the next thing I want to do is to choose the class I'm teaching this particular topic. Let's say I'm teaching that to grade 8 students, right? And then I'll click on next. So right here, I can upload the lesson plan. So the whole concept is you've actually taught them in the classroom, and you want to upload the file for this particular class, right? So I'm going to click on these browse files, and I'm going to look for the lesson plan that I've created for this particular topic. So let's say this is the lesson plan. I click on that and I click on open. So it's going to upload, as you can see there. Now, what will happen is that the AI itself will take this your lesson plan, and it's going to teach the student based on this lesson plan that you have provided. Now, it will always add, added, materials where the student needs all of that, right? So I'm going to scroll down to basically, so here you can add additional details, right? This classroom is designed to support students on the topic parts of the body, right? And you can go ahead to, you know, add any other thing that you feel you need to add, right? And then you scroll down. Now, limit students to stay within the scope so that whenever they're asking questions that is not pertaining to the class, the AI would, not give them that answer, right? Because they're expected to stay within the topic the class is created for. Okay, so number of students, let's say I have 50 students that will be joining this class. I could just put there 50. Okay. And then I have active, right? That means that this particular class is active. Then I click on next. So I now have access to all of these tools. So depending on what it is, the classroom that I want to basically add to, let me say I want to add a grammar and writing assistant to this class so that my student can basically, if the AI says anything that they don't understand, they can quickly go to the grammar and writing assistant to ask questions on what that particular thing is about. So right now we have for math, English, and we have for math, English, and of course coding, right? So in the future we'll be having for several other topics, right? So let's say I'm adding this. So all I just need to do, I can customize this AI tool to support them. I can add as many as possible. Let me put that, right? And then I could just go ahead to click on next or save to have this class saved. Our class has actually been created. As you can see, part of the body active, grade 8. So I could just click on that. Once I click on that, the class, it opens up. I could get the link, copy the link, or could copy code. And I could also view students. I could also edit the tools that I've added to this class. As you can see, these are all the tools that are available for my student to make use of while in this class. So let me quickly copy the code. I'm going to take us to the student dashboard to see how the student interface basically looks like. Here is the dashboard of the student, how it looks like. We have classes, assignment, work history. So let's click on classes. And then I could just click on join the class. And then I would paste the code, classroom code I copied from the teacher's dashboard and click on yes, join. So the student is joined and welcome to the class. As you can see, part of the body is now part of this class. So what the student will need to do is the student will have to view the class and join to see the inside of the class. So by clicking on this, click on view. And then as you can see, first of all, if you notice here, these are all the tools available to the student. The student can toggle, to each of the classes at any point. Each of the tools, this is the main classroom. That's, as you can see, part of the body. This is the creative writing prompter that we've added, the grammar, and then the reading comprehension coach. So let's go back to the main classroom, right? And then click on hello. So the classroom, as you can see, parts of the body. If you have any questions about this topic or you want to learn more, feel free, let's explore together. So I could ask, okay, what are the parts of the body? Okay. So here the student is able to, keep asking questions about this particular topic, and the AI will be able to check, give the student clear details, head, as you can see, limbs, and so on and so forth. Now, the beautiful thing here is that student can request for video, or, if they don't understand any part, anything, they probably want a visual representation of what it is they are learning. And of course, the AI is also designed that every time the student asks questions, if he asks the same question 2 times and then the AI believes that it doesn't understand, the AI comes up with a video on its own where the student can watch. But the student can as well also go ahead to ask for a video to explain any topic. So here we have it. We have a video here. That here is it. Here is the video. You can proceed to watch the video to gain more insight before continuing. So it's going to provide a video that the student can watch within this.
Wow, we are going to learn so many cool things
right?
on its home.
So the student can watch this video learning about parts of the body. And then once they are done, as you can see, this video is about the human body. Okay, so they can also, watch, they can also check out the large screen. They can exit the large screen. They can watch the video. And once they are done, they go ahead to keep, exploring the topic, asking the AI questions, right? And then, come back to this place to keep asking questions. Now, while all of this is happening in the teacher's dashboard, in the teacher's end, the teacher is able to have access to all of the things that the students are doing, and the generated report. The teacher can actually basically see the report of the student. So let's quickly look at what that looks like. Here in the teacher dashboard, you see report. This report, the teacher clicks, can get a classroom report. Remember that we created was a classroom. So all the students joining in, the teacher can get a clear report about the students that have joined the classroom. So if I click on that, as you can see, that's parts of the body. So I'm going to use this because we have much data there that's to get a clear understanding of. So here on the report, you can see student understanding, student engagement, assignment performance distribution. So in the next video, we'll be talking about how you can create assignment for your student, assessment response in grade distribution, and so on and so forth. You can also see all of the students that joined the class, their grades, how they did in all of the, different parts, engagement, assignments, assessment, and understanding. So this gives you a clear picture of the total. So you have a sample size of, let's say, 50 students. How do you know that, the number of students that basically understand what you've taught them? So you are not waiting to give them a test, or an exam to be able to, when they now pass it, then say, okay, we have 50 students that basically understood what you thought. So before the testing or any form of assessment, with this, you can actually have an understanding of how well your students understand the topic or any topic that you taught them. So for example, here is saying that 60% of the students have a good understanding of this particular topic, right? They have an excellent understanding of this topic, while around 40% have a good understanding of this topic. 60% of the students engaged well in this classroom. They asked the AI questions and all of that, and so on and so forth. So you have a clear picture of the report of what the student did in the classroom. So let's also see, we can also get a clear report on each student. So once you click on this, I could get the report of every student and analytics on how best to support that student, right? So let's quickly see how that works. So this is going to generate all of the classroom. I will just go there and click the classroom. So once I click the classroom, I'll come here to choose the students. So let's say I'm choosing Precious Ada. So it's going to come here now to give me a clear, it's going to give me a clear report on, this particular student. As you can see, this report is for Precious Ada. I can see, engagement, 75, performance. I see that Ada did not understand this topic at all. Okay, 55%. And engagement, she engaged this particular class properly, right? I can see, the metrics here. Then the report, right? Focus on completing assignments. So this is the report that you can actually share with your students. You can share this report. I should focus on completing assignments with more detailed explanation, right? And then recommended actions for you as a teacher. Work on understanding recommended actions for the students, right? So this will be the recommended action for the student. Okay, so, and right here, I can toggle around each of the students to see how each of them basically handled the classroom, how they did in the classroom. Thank you. I look forward to getting your feedback on this, and you enjoying to use this tool. Look out for the next video on assignment. Thank you.